Emily. I'm Erin. We talked on the phone.
Hi, Erin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad you could come meet with me.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
How are you doing today?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm good. Long day, but,
I feel ya.
gotta make it through. So, I'll be interviewing you about your experience with problem-based learning,
Okay.
as it is during your graduate year. I'm looking to understand how this process of learning affected or did not affect your interpersonal skills, and primarily team working. So this is just a preliminary interview. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. And I just wanted to let you know there's no right or wrong answers. Take your time with your responses. Just all I really want is your opinions and experiences about problem-based learning. So if you have any questions, I'll save some time at the end. We can go over those. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So this interview will also be audio recorded,
Okay.
just so you know. And that will be used to track the information during the study. If you don't mind, I'm going to test the recorder before we begin.
Okay.
All right. Working good? Okay.
Good.
So I also ask that you sign this informed consent. So this is for
Okay.
being audio recorded and for being in this study.
Okay.
Thank you. And just so you know, the information in here is going to be anonymous and confidential. And after the study is completed, it'll be completely destroyed.
Okay.
Okay. So if at any time during the study you no longer wish to be part of it, just let me know
Okay.
and we can stop.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, ready to start?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. So describe how problem-based learning is being used in your curriculum.
Okay, so problem-based learning is being used in conjunction with our class called Advanced Clinical Reasoning, and basically it's being used to give us this hands-on simulated learning experience. So what we do is we have each group has our own patient with their own diagnosis, their own story behind, like they're all different patients. And what we do is our professor Tam will simulate that patient each week, and we go into the session as if we were in the clinic doing evaluations, interventions. We'll talk with family, talk with other staff members, things like that. So it's giving us a really good opportunity to gain hands-on experience with patients, so in a simulated environment.
So how do you get to talk to the family members and staff?
What happens is Tam, our professor, will give us vouchers and say, you can have a 5-minute session to talk with a healthcare professional or family member of choice, and then she will then act like that person. So
and how many of you are in a group together?
We have 4 per group.
Okay. All right. So tell me what you think are the advantages and disadvantages of problem-based learning in your graduate curriculum.
I would say there's a lot of advantages. Just the fact that we're getting that, like I said, that hands-on experience, because other than that, in the classroom you don't always get that unless you're in fieldwork, and this year we actually don't have fieldwork. Also, I think it's a really good opportunity to work as a group because we all kind of bounce ideas off each other. We're able to gain perspectives from each other, things that I may not think about that someone else would, or vice versa. So that's really helpful. And also it gives us different experiences. For example, to prepare us for this summer, we all are going into our second level 2 fieldwork. So, if you've done mental health or you haven't done mental or physical dysfunction, if you haven't done one of them and you flip-flop them, like my patient is a phys dys patient, so that's going to help me for this summer, hopefully. And it's also another advantage is to learn a little more about certain diagnoses, different interventions, because we have to kind of research it and look further into it. So, as for disadvantages, there aren't many disadvantages. The only thing I can think of is that it is a simulated situation, so it may not be as accurate of an interpretation as you might be in the real life situation. Like I know when I'm in front of my professor or I'm trying to act, it's not as real, I guess, as it would be in the clinic.
Okay. So, now we're going to kind of switch gears. We've been talking about problem-based learning in your schooling, and now I'd like to discuss how it will or will not impact your future OT practice. So, thinking about your experience with problem-based learning, in what ways do you or do you not feel prepared for working in a team when you begin your practice as an occupational therapist?
I would say it's going to help us prepare to be in our practice, because with the problem-based learning, we're able to think through different issues that may arise in the clinic setting, different pragmatic issues, different underlying things, just different situations that may present in the clinic. TAM actually asks us to think through them very thoroughly, and that kind of will help us then translate those skills and those clinical reasoning skills into the OT profession.
How does that impact your teamwork?
I would say just working in the groups of 4 will really help, because in every setting we're going to be working as a team and thinking through problems together and learning from each other, gaining new perspectives. So I think the teamwork aspect will really help translate those skills as well.
Okay. Well, that's all I have for you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
Nope, I don't.
All right. Well, if you ever think of anything, feel free to call me.
Okay.
And I'll be calling you again just to verify everything you said, or if I have any additional questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Emily.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yep.